Hey everybody, it's your bruddaZen back with another pick a card reading where in this one we're going to be asking, what do we need to know about our life purpose right now? What does Spirit want us to know? You will have a choice between 1, 2, or 3 different readings. You can choose from as many of them as you want. All the timestamps for them are listed in the description box below, but we're going to jump into number 1 right now. If you chose reading number 1, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Enchanted Map Oracle. This will just give us some direction on what area of life purpose we want to zero in on. So where do we want to start on our map of life purpose? For reading number 1. All right. So this is the first card here. And we have Rescue, card number 16. Beautiful card there. We're going to put that right here in the center. And let's see what information this card brings for us. Feel like our life purpose needs rescuing, right? It says, you are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from Spirit. So get into a right relationship with the divine, and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. So we do get to rescue our life purpose. You know, it's like when we have these beliefs about what we're able to receive from others and that we have to do it ourselves and it has to be difficult, blah, 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 we put a lot of barriers between us and the Creator by not allowing them, no, it has to come this way, it has to be this way, etc. And then Creator and your spiritual support team want to help support your life purpose, definitely. But we're the ones that put those barriers up. I like that it talked about the right relationship with the Creator, which the right relationship is an open relationship with the Creator, where we're removing the restrictions that we've placed in between us and the Creator. Because the Creator has no conditions. It has unconditional love and eternal love for us. It doesn't have any rules like, oh, you have to do this and this and this to be in a right relationship with me. It's like, no, it's a loving, unconditionally loving relationship. We simply need to remove the barriers that we have between us and the Creator and ask for things. Ask for guidance, ask for things to be removed or awareness of why something's keeping us from moving forward in our life purpose, and maybe clarity that this truly is our life purpose. We're also going to pull here from these Lantern Oracle to give us a little bit of light upon our path. So let's take a look here and see what we have. What else for those that chose reading number 1 regarding the... All right, I suppose this is the one. And we have moving forward. The first step is taken within our stillness. Here we go. Beautiful card. Card number 28. We're going to put that one right here. Let's just move this up a little bit. All right. Just get them a little organized there. And let's see what we have here. When we feel stuck, tired, or uninspired, we typically seek change, movement, or stimulation by adding something new to our lives. We may also be advised to do so by well-meaning individuals. The assumption being that an external alteration is the solution to our dissatisfaction. However, to only change the appearance of our lives typically eventuates in the new place, career path, partner, activity, or hobby, losing its novel appeal and ending as abruptly as it began. Like a caged rat within its spinning wheel, our restless search for something, somewhere, or someone different resumes. So oversight to the futility of superficial change potentially sends us on a wildly blind and even reckless search for things to change about our lives and who we seem to be. This is all motivated by the false belief that we are indeed improving ourselves and advancing. Rarely do we stop and ask the questions, have I actually moved? Has anything really changed? Why, after the initial buzz of something new, do I feel the same inside? Instead of such self-inquiry, we chase after further means of escape in the multitude of distractions available to us, and this buries and separates us further from accessing the satisfying state of being that we seek. Therefore, it serves us well to recall the truism, less is more. That instead of adding more to our lives to move forward, less is actually required. Releasing all that we no longer need to carry within moves us imperceptibly and yet irreversibly forward. Such a significant and sustainable change is then able to be gently reflected in our external lives. If our internal baggage remains the same in the same spot, so do we. And nature teaches us through this example. Its cycles of decay, regeneration, and growth model the true meaning of forward movement. Every year, fruit-bearing trees die to their fruitful self and shed their leaves. They release all of their dead weight to recreate anew in spring. What remains of the tree in winter is that which sustains it, extending itself even upward and outward toward the sun. Through the winter, the remaining tree trunk and branches seem to be in stillness. However, it is from all that is unseen within its trunk and beneath the soil that the newness of its life emerges. Should we remain still long enough, the beginnings of our true movement forward will come from within. And this card shows up to invite you to sit within the cacophony of your present. Shut your eyes to the drama and review your inner landscape. Know that everything you release from within this stillness is a step taken forward. Moving forward in the physical plane through the form of a new location, a job, a project, or relationship only works when it reflects the new territory one is already arrived at from within. And the Guardian's message for you is what we leave behind releases us forward. So this rescue it's kind of like being stuck, and there's some anchors, some things that are holding us back. Again, kind of like those beliefs we were talking about, the limiting beliefs about abundance, and these old supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's, these barriers that are keeping us from moving forward. So in stillness, as we connect with the Creator, we're able to see what those are, release those, and then that allows us to step forward as well. We're also going to pull here from the Whispers of the Lord Ganesha. Let's see what else they have for you here. For your life purpose, what do you need to know right now? All right, so this is the one right here. And you have Spiritual Quest. Well, there we go. Card number 40. We'll put that right here. Says you are called to realize your full potential and to choose to become a force for good in the world. Whether or not you are aware of it, you are embarking on a great spiritual quest. Your soul is leading you to a myriad of discoveries about who you truly are and what you came to achieve here in this lifetime. Wow. So definitely this clarity coming in here about what your life purpose is. Each of us has a unique journey that is tailored especially for us and designed for us to reach our highest potential. During this quest, you will gain significant insight into your purpose here on Earth. For many, this journey will have been preceded by a period of upheaval, confusion, and conflict, which has birthed a desire for greater clarity and concrete answers about the meaning and purpose of your life, right? That's why we have this rescue. We're like, I need some help. And from this spiritual journey you are undertaking, you will gain wisdom, enlightenment, and an enhanced sense of your personal power. As you travel on this path, make a point to commit to the quest and not be tempted by distractions that may cause you to veer off track. Ganesha urges you to focus your energy less on having and more on simply being. That even said less is more, right? Your spiritual growth can be enhanced by the regular practice of meditation and self-reflection at this time. Yeah, so another card about turning inward and connecting to the spirit world to, one, discover those things that are blocking, but also to hear messages and to get clarity, confirmation and validation and answers to how to remove blocks and where to move forward and what is my dream and how can I make that come true and what am I blocking, with all of that. All right, and then we're also going to pull here from the Wild Mystic Oracle. And we're going to see what animal is going to help you on this journey, kind of like a spirit guide, but let's see what message that they bring here for you. What wisdom, any clarity? Those that chose reading number 1, right? All right, there it is. And you've got the shark, which is fear, which makes sense, right? They're letting us know the fears that we have. In fact, I kind of want to put it here. It's like rescue from the sharks, but the shark is what is going to guide you. And I like this because I believe it talks in here. I think it's this particular deck that talks about other meanings of the shark. Because the shark card represents the unknowns of life and the fear that they create. It is the flight or fight response that we feel when faced with something scary or unfamiliar. This beautiful yet terrifying prehistoric predator has often been associated by humans with danger, violence, and death, from lore and stories of the sea to modern cinema. Yet, most sharks are not dangerous to humans, with rare shark attacks being accidents of curiosity or confusion rather than attempted hunts. This card encourages you to respect your fears and seek understanding of them, rather than letting the initial dread overwhelm you. The card advises us to look for the truth behind our fears and figure out what is real and what has been manifested by our trauma. Often we're more scared of the fin above the surface of the water or the dark, shadowy depths beneath than we are of the shark themselves. Only by facing our fears and traumas honestly can we begin to manifest true courage and heal ourselves. So that's what you're talking about in the beginning, right? The rescue, seeing and what of our own fears are blocking us from moving forward. The shadow message of this is not all fears are imagined. Some can be very real. Sometimes our fears are well-founded and based in the here and now. And while sharks are not the malevolent creatures pop culture may have you believe, they can still be dangerous predators. Respect that your fear may be justifiable and reasonable, and be ready to act if necessary. Making the right choice between fight or flight is an important part of survival. So clarifying what is true and what is not. And of course, this is the element of water, which is our emotions, and diving deep into the subconscious and understanding where that's coming from. We're also going to pull from the Santa Muerta Tarot and just get some final clarification on this for you. What else the Spirit wants you to know around this rescue and your life purpose? What else? All right. What else? All right. I feel like there's one more. All right. Yeah, there's this one right here. Okay. So let's take a look here. The cards that made themselves known, of course. Here we have the Tower. And the Tower card is a great, great message. It's a major arcana, which does tell us, that when things are removed out of our life, they are removed out of our life on purpose for a purpose. It basically tells us that things don't happen to us, that things happen for us. And that helps transform how we look at things, how we look at our fears. It's like building this trust with the Creator and Source that whatever unfolds upon our path is for our highest good, and that when we experienced things in the past, the stories we put on it was more of a victimhood, right? Of something was happening to us, and we're out of control, and we're on this out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode. But the Tower card tells us that when anything burns down, is removed out of our life, it's removed to make space for something new. It's to remove something out of our path so that we can move forward. So trusting in the universe, trusting in the faith that, the universe is kind, that we're in great hands, things are always being moved around for us. And though our human ego might be like, no, I don't want that to move, we can look at later, when we're living in a condemned shack that has rats and the roof is leaking and the floor is caving in and the plumbing doesn't really work and the gas is leaking, if I didn't say that already, and rats and we're like, but it's my shack. And when we're out in the garden picking some vegetables, a lightning bolt hits and burns down the shack, and we're like, no, while it's burning down. But then we forgot that we had insurance on it, and that they come and they go put us up in this beautiful hotel while they rebuild our shack into something that's modern and up to date and doesn't leak and everything's great. And we're like, you know what? This was for me. And we realize it afterwards. But it's while we're going through it that we create the stories of fear. And then we have the Eight of Swords right after it, which swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our expectations, the small T truths that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. These are the stories that we've put around things in the past, and like when this thing happens, this is what it means, and when this happens, this is how I'm supposed to feel. All of these thoughts and beliefs that we've been given, these opinions from the past, that's these obstacles that have been here. I like the 8 because the 8 is the movement. It is the recognition of those things, and that we have it and we're ready to move forward. You're recognizing them and you're removing them, which allows you to step forward. So I really like that coming in here. Yeah, and here's the Queen of Swords. So the Queen, she balances both heart and mind. She rules over the swords. And you can see she has the Ace of Swords, which allows her in a beautiful way to connect to the unconditional love from above. We talked about that too, connecting to the spirit world, because all the queens, even though they roll over their suit, which she rules over air, all the queens are given water as well. And so that allows them to connect to the spirit world through the emotions. And then she's able to use that Ace of Swords to glean and connect to that capital T truth rooted in unconditional love, while at the same time it's double-edged. It allows them to cut away these fears of losing conditional love that no longer serve. You came down here to experience them. They've done their duty, but now you're ready to release those and move on. And then you have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is another balancing. The Queen is balancing heart and mind. the Six of Pentacles is really about balancing the outside world and really looking into our beliefs around receiving. So some of this, when I mentioned in the beginning, that's keeping us from actually receiving assistance from the spirit world, is our belief about abundance and our worth. The Six of Pentacles I sometimes call our codependency awareness card, but it goes back to like when we're 7 years old and younger, where we're developing our rate of exchange of love. Like we experience, it's usually like parents or grandparents or siblings or friends, teachers, coaches, whatever it is. It's when our emotional body is being created 7 years old and younger, we have had to do something extreme over and over again to get a little bit of attention back. So we develop this rate of exchange of, I have to give 1,000 coins of love in order to get 1 coin of love back. We don't know any better as children, so we just take that rate of exchange as the norm and acceptable, and it sinks into our subconscious. And down under there in the deep waters is where it lurks, and the energy of that is what builds these barriers between us and feeling worthy enough to receive. It's like, no, I've only given 999 coins of love. I need to give 1 more in order to deserve 1 back. And when we go and look at that, like, who was that? When we bring in that relationship, that rate of exchange from the subconscious and unconscious to the conscious, and just look at it and go, who was that? And if it was our parents or whatever, we can go, oh, okay, I see what was going on. Usually parents, when we're children that age, they are trying to balance, having maybe multiple children and job and home and this and that. And they are running ragged and they don't have a whole lot of extra time that they're giving the children. And when we see it from a different perspective, when we bring it from the unconscious to the conscious, then we see it, and then a little edit button appears on that rate of exchange, over the 1,000. We click edit and we delete those zeros and save to where it becomes, instead of 1 to 1,000, it's 1 to 1. And then that sinks into our unconscious, subconscious, allows us to receive then from the Creator and from other people, and allows us to move further along our path for our life purpose. So I like this beautiful information that's coming in here and giving us some tools to help us move forward here. So I love this message for you all that chose reading number 1. If you are looking for more messages of love, there's a couple things you can do. The first thing is, for this video, you can click the like button and give it a thumbs up. That tells me that you're enjoying the content, but it also tells YouTube that you are, and they'll bring in more content similar to that. Also, the second thing you can do is click that subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all, which if you select that, 2 things happen. 1, you're notified right away when new videos come out on my channel. And 2, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Also, it helps spread the Zen love, and so you're able to be part of the love tsunami and help the channel grow. Because when you like or share any of my videos, comment on the videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy, giddy, happy, excited. It wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box down below. All right, all of you that chose reading number 1, as you go through your life purpose and this beautiful transformation, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 2, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Enchanted Map Oracle and just get an overall picture where we're starting here on the beautiful map of your life purpose. So one more time here. All right. right, for those that chose reading number 2, what would you, all right, there we go. Right off the bat, and we have a wishing well. Card number 48. Beautiful card there. Put that right here, and let's see what comes in here for you. Says, desire is the sacred impulse for life. Feel it, but let go of all attachment to ownership. So desire is the most important impulse for creating life. Now you're seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration and sensing that moment of truth when you feel the inception of new life. It's an aha moment when everything makes sense. So perhaps you recognize a soulmate or are conceiving a baby or an idea. The wishing well card awakens you to the presence of unseen forces that enable new beginnings. Divine intelligence activates the field of possibilities where new life is co-created in a magical way. Neither you nor anyone else can know how or why this happens. It just does. To that end, you can't control the process of growth. Rather, you must step aside to be a channel for higher forces and relinquish any attachment to how this new creation should appear or when. Form your intention and take action by dropping the coin into the wishing well. Then trust in spirit. Prepare to be amazed. Wow, I really like that. So for your life purpose, what you need to know right now is there are some things that you can take action on, but the wishing well is more the divine feminine energy, which we all have divine masculine, divine feminine energy within us. But the divine feminine energy is like becoming a chalice where we open up and we allow spirit and creator to bring things to us that are outside of our control towards our life purpose. So we do and take the steps we can. And if we're reaching somewhere where there's nothing that we can do regarding it, then what happens is it allows this acceptance of assistance from the universe. It allows us to, open up and allow the universe to bring things to fruition for us. So I like that. We're also going to pull here from the Lantern Oracle and see what light they want to bring to the path. So let's take a look here and see where. There we go. What else do they want you to know about your path? And you have Spirit Self, be who you are as you are. Beautiful card there, card number 1, which is kind of, the 1 is the magician energy, the divine kind of masculine energy in the tarot, which is normally about action, action, action. Let's see what this brings in here for you though. So the maiden wanders in search of her spirit self, represented in the golden apple that she holds. She does not recognize that she already has that which she seeks and continues to look longingly into the distance. To reach the place she desires upon the horizon cannot fulfill her. She will only yet again look longingly into another landscape in the distance. For her to authentically know, enjoy, and integrate any external achievement, she must first discover that she contains within all that she seeks. This is the same for us when we search outside of ourselves for a connection with the truth of who we are. Spirit self, also referred to as higher self, vital force, true north, or spirit, is the inner light within that is never lost or extinguished. To live according to our inner light is challenging. We need encouragement and acceptance to align with and embody our spirit self fully. As we develop into adults, the societal pressures to fit in, conform, and fulfill particular roles present obstacles to attuning to our spirit self. Therefore, we are prone to growing estranged from our spirit self. Feelings of self-alienation commonly ensue and further result in the sense of dissatisfaction and restlessness that can adversely affect all aspects of our life. So choose to express yourself authentically in an important area of your life. Choosing you in this situation is likely to bring fulfillment and initiate the beginning of you doing the same in other areas of your life. This card also signals a time of significant change, achievement, and wonderment to come from living according to your light. The card heralds a readiness to end any tendency to overvalue external forms of power or influence. Picture this card being next to your heart as a reminder of your birthright to assert your truth and personal power. Your spirit self is always available to you and is worth prioritizing. And the Maiden's message for you is trust spirit self is the nourishing light that you seek. So I like this. The turning inward here is allowing you to find what your true desire and your true passion and your life purpose is. If you're waking up and you're going, oh God, I got to go live my dream today, that is not your dream you're trying to live. And usually when this kind of combination comes up, it is diving deep into this wishing well is your heart, diving deep into your higher heart, your higher self, to find out what it is that you want to do with your life. What would make your heart sing? How do you uniquely want to share the love in your heart with the world? And so this is finding that spark from within. And then this is all about, taking action on what you can and letting spirit bring the rest for you. Your spirit self is your partner in this. You're co-creating this experience together. We're also going to pull from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. And let's see what else they'd like to add. What other advice on this path to getting to know what your life purpose is? And allowing spirit to bring what they can to you. Of course, it's like this co-partnership. You do what you can in the human world once you find out what it is you really want to do, but then also allow spirit to assist. Yeah, and then you have surrender. Here you go. Surrender what you aren't able to bring yourself, right? So let's see. You have number one and now number two. So in the state of sleep, manifestations take root. So here is a chance for rest and recovery after the challenges and various lessons that have recently been coming your way. Ganesha is offering you the option to retreat into a calm environment to replenish your energy and regain your composure. There is a need to stabilize your energy and recognize that you have been wrapped up in a stress-filled time. Brief periods of respite will enable you to improve your energy levels and concentration, as well as bring greater peace to your heart. This will set you up to start anew. That was mentioned here too, about starting new. No matter how big the task you're involved in, times of recovery, including a good night's sleep, are important to heal the body and rest your mind back to positivity. Regardless of what you're facing, Ganesha is gently reminding you to surrender this challenge for a while. You can take time for yourself, knowing that when you are ready, the task will be there for you. And if you're trying to make a decision or change, this may not be the best time. Give yourself a much-needed break and decide once you have a clear head. Yeah, so again, taking the step back here, allowing spirit to show you the way, allowing them to bring things. If you've been really investing a lot of energy towards your dream and you feel like it hasn't been going anywhere, or you've been hitting yourself, head up against a wall, there is this. Take a break, step back, let spirit show you, allow spirit to do things for you too. You don't have to do everything yourself. We do what we can, but we also are in this co-creative journey with spirit. So I like it. Then we're also going to pull here from the Wild Mystic Oracle. And let's see what else they have here for you. What spirit animal wants to bring a message and help you along this path? All right, this is the one right here. And you've got the tiger with the strength card. I love it. The strength card in the major arcana of the tarot is about connecting, and there even has the infinity symbol like the strength card. But it's about this partnership with your higher self. So it's so perfect with what we were talking about with connecting with your higher self, being in this co-partnership with your human self and your higher self, walking hand in hand. And the tiger has been hailed in many mythologies as being of great might and physical ability. And they have also been connected with war, athleticism, and protection. In imperial China, the symbol of a tiger was often associated with high-ranking generals whose only superiors were the dragon and the phoenix, the emperor and the empress. So this card is a symbol of physical strength, protective strength, and bodily prowess. The tiger card represents inner strength as well as physical strength. It is the strength that helps us overcome adversity, illness, hatred, and danger. This card is exemplary of strong will, moral strength, and resistance to temptation. It is the fortitude of quiet personal power and careful restraint of overwhelming emotion necessary to see the task come to a fruitful conclusion. The shadow side of the card is that strength might easily be weakness, either physical or mental. However, it might also be a facade of strength that you feel you have to show the world. Ask yourself, who are you projecting that image of strength for? And if it's making those around you believe that you do not need help. The element here is fire. This is about action. This is about showing yourself and showing your energies. But I love that about, I don't need help. But it's like spirit saying here, we want to help. We want you to connect to us. We want you to ask us for help in the things that you're not able to have come to fruition regarding your dream and your life purpose. Surrender things to us. Take steps that you can, but the things that you can't do anything about, ask for help. Ask for assistance from the upper realms. And I love that. And then we're going to pull here from the Santa Muerta Tarot, and let's see what else. What other guidance they want to give you here? But I love this about, do what you can, but surrender what you can't, and be okay with that. Spirit does want to be in a co-creative relationship with you. They want to help. They enjoy being with us on our journey for sure. All right, so we'll start with this one over here. And you do have the Six of Wands. Oh, yeah. So Six of Wands is a victory card. Wands is fire energy, like we just talked about. It's your drive, it's your passion, it's your inspiration. And the Six of Wands is about victory. It's like, don't focus on the outcome, because it is going to be victorious. Regardless of whatever we do in this life, when we reach the end of it, we're going to feel like it was a victory. We're going to know that life was unfolding perfectly for us in every moment. And I like this victory, this being seen as well. And also, it's like a comment or cheerleading from your higher self and from your spiritual posse, which they're saying, we see you, we see all of the work that you've done, all the steps that you've taken. Even if the outside world doesn't see it and recognize it, we do. We see it, we congratulate you, we cheer you on, and it's like you are seen by the spirit world. You're not just aimlessly going through this life. You are seen and supported by the spirit world. I like it. And then you have the Seven of Wands, which comes right after that, which is like you are being moved to be seen upon a hill, a bright light on like a shining bright light on a hill in the nighttime. You're not going to be able to not to be seen with this unfolding for you, your life purpose. It's going to put you out in front of people, and sometimes people don't like that. Don't take it personally if you can when people try to poke and burst your bubble and go, how dare you be happy and enjoying your journey? Come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us, right? But it's because they're feeling low about themselves, why they're attacking and why they're saying the things they're doing. Just know that you are supported unconditionally from the spirit realm, even when the humans sometimes will attack or say things and not be supportive because they feel low about themselves. And with you being lifted up, they feel even lower, and that's kind of why they have that energy there. So enjoy the being moved into the limelight about being successful and being moved up on to the hill. Yeah, and here's the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, this is becoming the chalice like we're talking about. Allow yourself to be filled and then overflow. We were talking about the divine feminine energy. This is what I was talking about because, a magician, the divine masculine is like the magic wand of the, major arcana of the tarot. They are sending forth their energy. They're manifesting. They're taking action, the one. But the divine feminine is like a cup. It's the chalice, and it allows itself to be filled and overflow. And so here, this is coming in here, allowing you, one, to know this is full of unconditional love of above. So this is definitely this gift that's offered, allowing you to see and feel and experience the unconditional love from above, but it allows you to receive. It allows you to be into this beautiful, loving place, the self-loving place, the self-accepting place where you feel worthy to receive assistance from the higher realms, that it's not failure. We have this life designed to be co-creators with the creator and all that spirit on the other side. This is saying it's okay to allow that in. So I like it. And then lastly, shut up. I was going to say it too. I should have said, watch you get the Magician card, because here's the Magician card. So exactly what we were talking about here. They're the ones that are bringing that in. So definitely no doubt about this message of it's, divine masculine, divine feminine. Normally, this is the High Priestess card in the major arcana, which should be the divine masculine, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine. So I love this. It's very much saying that enjoy the balance, enjoy the giving and receiving, enjoy taking action and allowing wishes to be fulfilled, asking of the universe and allowing them to bring you things while you do what you can and letting them bring in miracles for you. So I absolutely love this for you, all of you that chose this reading here. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a couple things you can do. One, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. And that tells me that you're enjoying the content, but also tells YouTube that you are, and they'll bring you more of the similar content for you as well. The second thing you can do is to click that subscribe button. That gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there's an option for all, which if you select that, you'll be notified of any new videos that I put out on this channel. Also, you'll be notified when I go live on YouTube providing free readings. So a lot of great reasons to do that. Also, it helps spread the Zen love, and so you are part of this love tsunami that we send out to the world, and that helps my channel grow as well. Because when you like or share any of my videos, if you comment on any of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy, happy, excited, wants to automatically share these videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that stuff I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful souls that chose number 2 here, as you're going through this beautiful wishing and receiving from spirit, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So have an amazing journey. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 3, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Enchanted Map Oracle. And this is going to tell us just where on the map we're going to start regarding your life purpose. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. All right. Well, there we go. Boom. We have Heal the Ouch. Cute little card there, and we're just going to put that right here in the middle. There we go. And let's see what message comes in here for you. I'm kind of picking up that it's just some disappointments that have happened on your life purpose. Like if you're taking step towards your life path and some things haven't unfolded the way that you have wanted them to, it's not moving as fast or moving as smoothly, that there's just some reflection to be done on there, and that's where this wound in healing the ouch is coming in. It says forgiveness is the healer of the soul, and this is a time for great soothing of the heart, the body, the soul, and the mind, as this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. So for those of you that were wondering, is something along the healing type of modalities, is that something that is for my life purpose? I feel drawn to it. Well, this is confirmation for you for that. However, the message may be that you're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity that you use. You're asked to be conscious of the footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to the healing path. So for those of you who are kind of being drawn to kind of an, is that ecology, helping the earth heal, then that's confirmation for you. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible now, so let bygones be bygones. So there is this, I feel like, more so forgiving yourself, feeling like you've let yourself down. Maybe you've gotten off the path of focusing on your life purpose and you feel like you've neglected it or you failed at it. But that's the wonderful thing, around taking steps towards living your dream and living your life purpose. You always are living your life purpose. It's just the route that we're taking there is teaching us things along the route. And though it feels like it's winding, sometimes going like this, we are headed towards some sort of end. But it's not about trying to get to the end of a dream. It's the path on getting there that is beautiful, because on the other side, we can't journey on going somewhere. We just wonder, what is it like being over there? Psh, we're there. We want to know something, we immediately know it, because that's the power we have on the other side. But this journey as a human, we're the only one that we can take step by step to get somewhere. So the journeying, the path to get from here to there is what this is a lot about. It's learning to heal, helping people to heal, not, hurrying up and getting to be 130 years old, looking back at life going, yep, I'm done, and be done. It's about enjoying the path as we're headed there. So I really like that for you. We're also going to pull from the Lantern Oracle here just to shed light upon the path. So let's take a look here and see what else Spirit would like you to know right now regarding your life purpose. So what else for the path here? Okay, they do want this one right here. And yeah, forgiveness. All right, so there is some forgiveness coming in here. Hurt blocks are light. So evidently there is a little more beyond what we talked about. Forgiveness, I know, can be, a dirty word for us, right? When we feel like, we're going to let people off, blah, blah, blah. But one of the descriptions I heard of forgiveness that's so beautiful is that it's us choosing to refuse to no longer be a vessel of pain because of someone else's actions or words. We pour out the hurt, the pain, the suffering, those emotions that no longer serve us. We pour that out and allow ourselves to be washed out and to then become a vessel of unconditional love instead. So forgiveness is about not forgetting. We're not going to let the same things happen to us. We're strong enough to keep it from happening now. But when we look back and we look at, what has happened, we forgive the person, not the action, in order to release ourselves and allow this healing to occur. So I really like that. It's just hilarious. So forgiveness twice here being mentioned. And it says the only forgiveness that we can receive is that which we experience for ourselves. In essence, to forgive another, life, or the world isn't irrelevant as being forgiven by another, life, or the world. If we have not forgiven ourselves, we can neither receive forgiveness nor have it to give. Wow, that's deep. Forgiveness is a word that often evokes in us a sense of defensiveness and anger. We should, or say, why should we be the ones to forgive when we were the ones wronged? When exploring the concept of forgiveness, the key lies in the word wrong and not in the doing or the doer of the wrong. Every happening is neutral in and of itself and as indifferent as nature. It is us who brings such notions of wrong, right, good, and bad to stimuli. For the wrong not to continue to be a reality that lives harmfully in our mind, our body, and emotions, the physical effects of it need to be thoroughly released. Ideally, we release our distress like the wild animals that instantly rid themselves of whatever disturbances they experience by energetically purging it in the physical cathartic act before moving on. Once we release what is unforgiven from within ourselves, it ceases to have a negative charge and therefore ceases to live on in us as toxic energy that detrimentally impacts and overshadows who we are, our health, and the rest of our life story. This is why the only forgiveness that matters is ours. We deactivate the negativity within and change what are energetically matched to in our external reality. Releasing the unforgiveness frees us into a higher vibrancy and creates a shift in our possibilities. The compulsion to unconsciously repeat unforgiving wounds ceases. This is why to forgive is all about ourselves and not about anyone or anything else. To be clear, this does not mean that we forget or deny another's or our own past actions. Instead, we release the negative charge and remembering from our body, emotions, and psyche. The beginning of everything true and the end of everything false starts the moment we forgive ourselves for having forgotten that we are not our bodies, our behavior, our memories, or the stories that we live out. Nor are we in any way how we have ever been mistreated or disrespected. We are not the wrongs done to us or that we may have done to others, nor are we made broken, defective, or less than from them. There's nothing to be fixed or added to. You are, however, always required to release anything that is unforgiven within you so that the loving white light that you are can be transparently shown in all of its brilliance. Forgiveness is your way home. You are the only light that you need. feel your way home to spirit self by replacing all that hurts with the shining white light of pure self-love that you are. When we forget the loving light that we are susceptible to believing in what we are not. Any external hurts that show up are means through which to recognize what still needs releasing. Wow, these cards so much together, right? And the Guardian's message for you here is the white light of love releases you from the pain and suffering of believing in what is not you. Wow, that is powerful and deep. And I'm so glad these came out together because there's so much in alignment here. We're also going to pull from the Whispers of the Lord Ganesha, see what else they want to add here. But in releasing these wounds of the past, healing the ouch is what allows you to move further into your dream, into your life purpose. Being you, not being someone you're not. So what else for those that chose reading number 3? Okay, this one right here. And you've got childlike expression. Number 12, which of course, a lot of this, so much of the healing of the ouches stems back to childhood, right? So returning back to our child self, allowing a different expression of our child self, right? In truth, within every soul exists an aspect known as the inner child. And you can champion your inner child's emotional life by listening carefully to what you need and want in your own heart. You may have been taught to give up your own desires for the sake of others. This is not necessary. Ganesha is bringing the guidance that not acknowledging your desires and needs takes away from your life force and defeats your spirit. As a child, you were a sensory expert, and it is now time to re-stimulate your inner child's ability to look, listen, touch, and explore the world in order to reconnect with your emotions. Practice trusting your inner knowing or senses. Give your inner child love and a voice. Express your true feelings. Connect deeply to yourself on an emotional level by allowing all of your uncomfortable feelings to reach the surface of your awareness and be seen and experienced. Find patience and joy in simple things. Take a step away from acquiring material things and take pleasure in the wisdom of your own soul. Love, respect, and honor your inner child. Allow time for play in whatever mode that pleases you, be it socializing, singing, yoga, travel, taking a walk, dancing, meditating, or writing. This is how your inner child operates. It knows no boundaries, holds no expectations, and loves unconditionally. Wow. So definitely this is a message about diving into your subconscious, into that emotional basement where our little inner child hides out, that it was pushed down into when our mental body was created. We have our little inner child that has emotionally charged experiences and emotions down there that want to be released. And that's what this is all about, is forgiveness of ourself, of others, and this release that happens here. It's just amazing. We're also going to pull here from the Wild Mystic Oracle. We're going to see what spirit animal wants to give you a message and accompany you on this journey. So for those that chose reading 3, what do you have for them? All right, this is the one right here. And if you got transform with the butterfly, well, there you go. So there's this healing, this changing that's coming in here. And let's see what else comes in here. I think that's the butterfly. It should be a butterfly. Normally that's the symbol of transformation. Yeah. So, of course, this card represents change and transition. The butterflies have long been associated with transformation due to their elegant transition from caterpillar to butterfly. And this card may symbolize a physical transformation. However, the butterfly's association throughout myth and lore with the soul might indicate a deeper, more intrinsic change, which obviously it is with these cards. Many cultures represent the butterfly as a vessel for a traveling soul for good or ill omen. The presence of the butterfly in your reading may indicate a choice or transformation after a period of soul searching and the rebirth of the soul with new purpose, form, or meaning. In the Sierra Madre Hills in Mexico, the migration of the monarch butterflies has taken place around the time of Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. Interestingly enough, the tarot card I have is the Las Muertas cards, and that's been since pre-Hispanic times. And many people associate the butterflies with the soul of loved ones returning to families and friends for the celebrations. So if some of the forgiveness that you have to go through here is someone who has passed, just know that the higher self, the characters that we experience were just the human characters. But behind every character is a actor, a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And they do want to have your forgiveness, release these things, have you transform. And so they're totally in support of this, no matter what kind of a jerk they were in this lifetime, or if there's pain left over from a loved one leaving, they are here to assist as well. This card could be seen as a comfort to those who have lost someone. And if you believe in an afterlife or a rebirth, it's a reminder that these loved ones continue. If you do not believe in an afterlife, it's a sign of their energy being released into the universe and passing into nature. The shadow side of this energy is when dealing with themes of rebirth and metamorphosis, remember that something must end so that something new may take its place. Caterpillars must destroy themselves, dissolving to become the beautiful winged creatures we know. The destruction before a transformation may feel difficult, and change can fill one's heart with fear, but this card reminds you that the destination is worth the journey. Wow. And the element of this card is air, of course. And so definitely there's this transformation of letting this go. These are the things that can now fall away, the pains, the judgments, the wrath, everything that we've experienced where forgiveness can release and transform and help you on towards your life purpose and your life path. We did come here to experience those, and so we don't beat ourselves up for having these things that can be forgiven and let go. They just no longer serve us. They served us for a time. They helped us live. They helped us survive and get to be who we are today. But now it's like a baby gate on stairs, and you don't have babies in your house anymore. They're not needed any longer. You're an adult. It's more of an obstacle for you than it is something that's helping you. And so those things can be removed. All right. So these are the Santa Muerta Book of the Dead Tarot. So like it talked about here, very synchronistic. So let's take a look and see what their final messages are for you for this life path. So what else? All right. What else for those that chose reading number 3? Okay, those two. Okay, just those two. Oh, because there are two here. Okay, I get you. So put these here. We have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles does have this balancing aspect in the physical world, the human world. And it is about, and look, there's the butterfly on the two skulls there. So transformation, the two of you, seeing the two different sides of you. You know, I have a free YouTube series. If you check out my playlists, It's called U times 2, which I put out last year, which is about getting to know the two of us that are living this human experience. The human character, like I talked about, and the actor behind the human character. So this is the discovery, realizing there are two of you that are having this experience, and allowing us to see the mirror of everyone that's been in and out of our lives. And I love that we cannot forgive other people more than to the extent we've forgiven ourselves. Neither can we love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, or receive love and forgiveness more than to the extent we've done that for ourselves. So this Two of Pentacles is quite powerful with all of this, because it's really allowing us to see everything starts with us. Everything starts from the inward, and then it reflects to the outward. The Four of Pentacles, too, is about turning inward, because the Four of Pentacles, it's a very solid foundation number, but the lesson that the Four of Pentacles teaches us is that the outside world can never give us what we are looking for, because what we're truly searching for is the unconditional love from up above, connecting back to who we truly are, right? Our higher self. But we're told to look outside of ourselves for our worth and for our stability. But the outside world is very unstable, right? We're told to look at relationships, situations, and things. And all three of those in the outside world are unstable. Example, people change, people pass away, people walk away. So relationships are unstable. Situations never stay the same, like job, education, social status, whatever circumstances it may be. Circumstances are always changing, so they are unstable. Things like our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions, all that stuff breaks down, deteriorates, blows up, burns down, or is stolen, so also very unstable. Eventually, this is where all our pain comes from, in our disappointments, because everything in the outside world betrayed us. It did not do what we were told and promised it would do, fulfill us, make us feel whole and complete. So eventually we become disappointed enough and bored enough in the instability of the outside world that we turn inward and upward. And that's where we find what we've been looking for all along. We connect with ourselves, because what we're truly hungering for is the unconditional love of up above. And we conveniently, our higher selves, are powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings made of unconditional love. And so in joining with ourselves, that's where we bring the spirit into the physical world, and where we have this completion. We forgive and let go of the disappointing of the outside world, because they could never have given us what we were truly looking for. And everyone was a mirror, always reflecting back to us how we truly felt about ourselves in one way or another. And so that is something to be aware of as well. And then we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, and the Five of Cups, cups are emotions. The five is a number of transformation and transition. And we have, usually there's 3 cups that are tilted over in the water, right? Or spilt. And those represent those 3 different areas we just talked about: relationships, situations, and things that disappoint us. But the Five of Cups tells us we came down here on purpose, for a purpose, to experience those, so that we could more fully understand who we are by experiencing what we're not. And so in this world of opposites, when we experience chaos, we more fully understand the peaceful being that we are, and the peace that is our natural state. And experiencing sadness, and we understand the joy that we really are. Experiencing the fears and conditional love, we understand unconditional love. It's like if you're breathing air, you don't realize you're breathing air until you're 6 feet underwater, looking up going, that is air up there, and this is non-air. So experiencing non-air, I understand air. I have an appreciation for both non-air and air, and then I swim back towards air so I can breathe, right? So there's this power that comes in here. And the Two of Cups allows us to see that every moment is the two of us. There's either unconditional love of up above or the fears of losing conditional love that are here. And we get to choose in each moment what emotion we want to feel, what energy we want to invest in that, and what story we want to put to it, of fear or of unconditional love. So there's this freedom, this transformation that definitely is coming here, that we are embracing, and we're not having to battle our spirit against our ego. It's actually completing it. So I like it. And then your final card is the Four of Cups. Yep, so another four here. Basically the same, story we have here with the Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Cups allows us to see that they're bored of the three cups of the outside world. They did not fulfill, and so they turn inward and upward. So again, these messages of inward and upward, this is where we find emotional stability in the outside world, because we are not depending upon it anymore to fulfill us, because we're turning inward and upward. This transformation that's happening, this forgiveness of the past, of all these disappointments of the outside world, we're realizing they could never give us what we were looking for anyway, because what we were looking for is inside. So I love this for you, all of you that picked number 3. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a couple of things you can do. The first thing is you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That tells me that you're enjoying the content, but also tells YouTube that you are, and it'll bring you more content that's similar to that. The other thing you can do is hit the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there is an option for all, which if you select that, you'll be notified immediately when I post new videos, but you'll also be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Also, doing all that helps us spread the Zen love, and it helps you be part of the love tsunami. It helps the channel grow, because when you like or share any of my videos, comment on any of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm super excited about my channel, and it wants to also share the videos on my channel automatically with other people. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful people, as you're going through this beautiful, beautiful transformation, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.